First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. As their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Got it! Mike, 57. Double dog, double.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On second down, a run with Breida. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Off the play fake. Fields. His throw incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Check Mike 11. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Get him on. Yes. Get that ball right here. Zoom, zoom. Out.
Throwing on first down. Fields. Johnson's got it complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. That gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
You got 3 down. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Order.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Off-play action. Fields. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He'll try the right side. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check out. Check it back.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Fields looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 1st down, here's Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. From back at the 3 now, this is third and goal.
Check pass. Check back.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first and 10, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
To throw again, Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. On third down, a run from Breida. Accelerating, and off he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 76 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 2nd and 11. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now it's Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Emerson.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Fields. Snead's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
To throw on second down. Fields going for the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Here we go.
Throwing on third and long. Fields. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They run again with Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready. Mike's by 4. You don't want nothing better. West. You don't want to see me. Leo. You don't want me. Check.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Back to throw. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Johnson, the intended target. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a give coming right is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Check. Check the team.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Looking to throw, Fields. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Fields. And the catch made by Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to float this, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Operating from the gun, Love. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. He's going to take a... And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
Lions, 14.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida taking it in. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating up there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fields, complete. It's Johnson. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Fields. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. D Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They're running it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is Breida. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes. Slam. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean,
now the ball comes loose.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll toss it to Breida. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 21. Johnson was the intended receiver. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Hey, pick your game up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's now 3rd down and more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st down and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss knocks them from the ranks of the undefeated as they drop their first game of the season. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.